It is everybody's first podcast. Hello, welcome back everyone to another episode of Cider Talks TO.
Oh my god!
Are we
You're never gonna let that
changing our
go.
name?
We've officially changed.
We've moved on. Oh no.
Oh god.
Since no beer brewers want to sponsor us, we're trying our angle on
Ciders.
Yeah. Just the more attack. Anyway, today is a very special episode, I think. Yeah, we have a guest today, which is you know what? I'll let's do the traditions first. Why don't you say hi first, Addie?
Hi.
And then we have Stan.
And Stan.
And then we have David. David, why don't you say hi?
And David here. Hey guys.
Hey Dave. I will let Stan drive a little bit as to why David is here. I heard he's a professional.
Where am I driving to?
Yeah.
Usually we take the bus.
I heard. Well, David's here, so we can't really take the bus. We have to drive.
We gotta drive because we have a guest.
Yeah, exactly. We gotta drive.
Oh man.
Anyway, yeah, Stan, why don't you tell us about David, and then maybe David can tell us about David.
Sure. Yeah. This is David. He is a connoisseur on a very particular subject that I'm hoping to talk about. You know, today we are going down the ideology of telling me something that I don't really know about, and I feel like this is one of those like you know the people that come knock on your door and then they're like, hello, would you like a book on? Yeah. Like, would you like to know about like
David's a Mormon? Is what we're saying.
I've definitely gone door to door about Star Trek.
Yeah, and then so yeah, like he's been like trying to get me onto this entire like situation with Star Trek for like the better part of last year. So I thought, what better way of me learning about this other than you guys learning about it with me.
You're like, if I'm gonna suffer, you all gonna suffer with me.
I was like, man, if I gotta learn, y'all gotta learn with me.
Oh man.
And then so yeah, no, I do know that like the entirety of Star Trek is like the fandom and everything is a lot. Right? And then
60 years.
Yeah, no, and that's like a lot of,
no biggie.
That's a lot of Star Trek. So, I thought, maybe today we can, I have some questions about it. I could ask you, you could tell us how you feel. I know, Addie, you're a little bit of a Trekkie as well. So maybe you could, enlighten us. But yeah, no, this is my friend Dave. He is here to talk to us about that. Dave, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and your history with Star Trek? This feels like an interview.
It is.
Yeah, a little bit.
It is a little bit like an interview.
Yeah.
Well, it all started for me, and I'm Dave again, by the way, and it all started for me in 1987.
No, stop.
Damn. What?
Yeah. So I would have been about what 7 years old, and I remember it used to be the Monkees, Cheers, and then
Yes.
Star Trek, and then bedtime. And then,
Wow.
yeah, it was for my grandfather and my dad. My dad was a huge Trekkie. My grandfather just liked it because he liked it. But my dad, he was nuts about it. And so growing up with, that, I started catching on to it. And, it ran concurrently all throughout my childhood. And so, yeah, I mean, it was one of my favorite things ever. And I don't think I could necessarily be the same person today without it. It's one of those kinds of things. How it's very, it's like
It's monumental.
Yeah, that's very high praise.
It runs deep. Like I don't like if I had to choose between being rich and never knowing Star Trek or being here I am now but knowing it, I would choose my current state.
Damn.
All right.
Yeah, that's what it's insane.
I guess that's it's as big as the space in Star Trek. Speaking
Right,
of
there
big,
you go.
speaking of big, we have since we've moved on to our
Ciders.
Yeah, our next branding. We have our drink of the day, which is even more special because I think we managed to not get the same ciders flavor.
Potentially.
Right. Okay.
right?
So with this one, right? Like I feel like if I say Somersby, most people will know what it is, right?
It's Canadian though. Somersby's Canadian though.
It's from Ontario.
This is like a staple when you think of like a fruit-based alcoholic beverage. I think this is one of the go-tos for most people.
Okay.
Yeah.
They say good things grow in Ontario.
Wow. Did you work on the ads for Ontario tourism?
Right? It's just one of those jingles that gets stuck in your head all your life, you know?
It's true.
Anyway, yeah, we all have a different Somersby, I think. I can start. I have a Somersby apple, which is
Okay,
green
the
one.
classic.
Yeah. Addie, what do you have?
I have mango and lime.
Oh,
Here, here.
okay.
Yeah.
So Dave also has mango and lemon. I have pear.
Ooh.
Yeah. So the prompt for Somersby is, hey, just go to LCBO and then grab a Somersby,
Yeah.
and then whatever flavor you want, and then we'll figure it out. And then so, yeah.
Somersby does have a lot of flavors. Anyway, that is our beer of the day. We're really trying. Sorry, cider of the day. We're really trying to branch out here. 3 seasons in, maybe season 5 will be in like I don't know,
Whiskey.
whiskeys. Ew. No, thanks.
Well,
We'll be
they say
so drunk.
they say in Star Trek infinite diversity and infinite combinations, so you could take that
There we
with
go.
your alcohol as well.
We're already starting.
Anyway, we're on theme. Let's all try our Somersby. Cheers.
Right.
All right, cheers.
Cheers. Have a taste. Test.
Cheers. First drink in 20 years.
Really? You're breaking it for here?
Yeah.
Why do I feel like our last guest too also broke her fasting with beer? Like a couple of
Are
seasons
we
ago.
bad influences?
No,
Wait, who was here last?
Cat. Cat was here.
Oh,
last.
right.
Oh yeah.
And she
That was like an
didn't-
entire season ago. Hi,
Yeah.
Kat.
And she didn't drink for like however many
Like
years.
2
so-
years or something.
Anyway, how do you like it, David? How do you like the cider?
I like the mango.
Mango's always
what
good.
about the
How can you
lime?
go wrong?
Well, they didn't put the lime in the coconut, obviously, but you know. Sorry, guys. The dad jokes with me are a little bit.
I hear you. Now, listen,
It's totally fine.
I'm picking up what you're putting down. I'm just not addressing it. You know, like
You know, I had a feeling you were going to be down with that. Because Stan's told me you're a bit of a pop culture connoisseur yourself, so.
me.
Yeah, he's like the most poppy of us all. Like he's like deep into like popular
He
culture.
speaks like a Gen
I mean,
Alpha.
He's a big Swiftie.
I am,
like-
A Gen,
do.
a Gen Alpha? You're
Yeah.
like, so you're all about the big feels and the.
Facts,
and then the
facts,
skibbities.
facts,
There we
facts.
go,
For
there we
real,
go.
for real,
What,
for real,
what
for
else
real,
do they
for real.
say?
For real, for real. On God, on God. For
No
real,
cap.
Oh
On
my
God,
Lord.
on God.
For real, for real.
Oh my God.
Addie, does it taste the same to you?
Always.
Always?
Okay, but I have a personal bias because I don't know about you guys, but I love mango. Mango and lychee, I think, are the two flavors I always gravitate towards. So like, if I see it on a menu, if I see it on a drink, whether it's like lemonade, iced tea, or whatever, if they say that it has like mango or lychee or yuzu, like those are flavors I always gravitate towards. I think that's why I chose the mango Somersby, because I'm like, this gotta be nice. Like you can't go wrong with mango.
Agreed.
Imagine Yuzu Somersby.
Yo, that'd be so sick. I would totally love
Isn't
it.
that just orange Somersby?
Okay,
Oh,
no, it's a Yuzu, John. It's
Hello?
Yuzu. Stop being so ignorant.
What's
oh my god,
yuzu?
for
Okay, well,
oh no.
it's like it's literally
It's like
Asian
orange.
clementine.
Asian clementine?
Isn't this orange? It's
Yeah.
Asian orange.
I thought you
Yeah,
loved
it's Asian
Japanese
orange.
stuff. I thought you'd be like all over this
I do.
yuzu flavor.
I'm not.
Aw.
I'm not a citrus orange
But,
guy.
I mean, you're not a fruit person, so I get it.
Facts, exactly.
Facts.
I'm not a fruit person in general.
Oh man.
Stan, what are you having?
I'm having pear. The pear one's really good, actually.
How's the vibe?
The vibe is vibing.
The vibe is
The
fine.
vibe is vibing.
Yeah, did you know
Vibe
the
check.
ingredients for the pear Somersby is water and then pear wine?
What?
Yeah, I don't know what your ingredient is. I don't know if it's like mango wine for yours, but mine's pear wine.
Mine is a cider natural flavor. Literally, that's it.
Mine is cider, natural flavors, and cochineal.
What the heck is that?
Like, at what point does mango gets put in? Because mine says pear wine.
It doesn't. I think it's random. The natural flavors masking as mango.
And I know David wasn't here last episode, but we also had ciders.
Nice.
How does that compare to this one, Stan?
Ooh.
This one's a lot sweeter.
Yeah.
I
At
agree.
least for me, right? Like, 'cause
I agree. I agree.
the pear flavor is very pronounced, and then I think the last time we had it, it just tasted kind of like spicy apple juice.
Yeah. Accurate.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm having the apple, which is like the vanilla flavor. I
How
imagine.
do you like it?
I mean, it's cider, bro. Like,
Whoa.
I can't.
You're
really,
getting your vitamins.
It's true. You're right. I am getting my vitamins.
Wait, is that how this works?
I don't know. Yeah, this is how I get my vitamins. Don't tell David. Anyway, we we are now kind of glancing into Somersby. I know this is a bit like strange and unusual, but I mean, things are weird nowadays. It's 2025.
It's true.
So we're kind of
Crazy.
just on that boat. In any case, we'll. I think we're all pretty. I think you three as well are like keen on ciders, right?
I like ciders, yeah.
I like ciders.
I like it now.
You don't have
For
to
our
listen.
podcast.
No. I mean, like after having had it tasted it, I'm like, okay, this is not too bad. But I'm literally like, I had 3 sips, I'm already spinning. So
Oh, dude.
Wow. Don't feel threatened with Addy and
I'm an I love you. I'm
This is a
an
safe
I love you drunk, so I'm good.
this is a safe space.
Yes.
So hopefully we'll get through what we need to get through. Anyway, as Stan and Dave has alluded to, and Addy, I'm the only one who doesn't watch any kind of Star in this group of friends.
Like, actually, you've never watched any of it, not even like the remake
How about
movies?
Dancing with the Stars?
Even Dancing with the Stars.
That I don't blame you for.
I know. I did watch the movies that came
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
I actually like those.
The
movies.
2009
The one
ones,
with,
John Cho and those
Yeah.
guys.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah. John Cho.
Yeah.
right?
We'll talk
Yeah,
about
yeah,
those
yeah,
for
yeah.
sure, for sure.
Yeah,
That one.
it's a parallel universe.
There was 2. It was. Oh yeah, there was 2. Right?
There-
no,
there
it
was
was
2.
three.
No, you're right. There was a
There's-
third
wait,
one.
there's a new one that came out
I feel
recently.
like I have blocked
Not
out the third one.
recently. The third one was which one was the third one? There was Star Trek, then
It was like Star Trek 52
Into
or something
Darkness,
like that. No?
and then oh shit, what was it called?
Oh, he's getting put to the test here. Anyway, while you think about that,
Oh my god,
this is definitely like a alien space for me. See what I did there? And it's not something
Touche.
that I look into or like I ever gathered. Not even Star Wars.
Oh.
I'm not even a Star Wars fan.
it's Star Trek Beyond. Sorry to cut you off, John.
Beyond. Thank
Yes.
you. Yeah, Beyond. Yeah. I'm not even a Star Wars fan, so like I
Oh.
can't even start a fight.
Not even Star Wars,
Exactly. Yeah, not even Star Wars. And you know who's a Star Wars fan? Mo.
eh? Ooh.
Really?
Yes.
Wait, so if we get Mo and Dave to come on the same podcast, are they gonna fight?
I think so.
I like Star Wars.
Oh well, never mind.
I like Star Wars. I like Star Wars in the sense that it's, knowingly and acceptingly inferior to Star Trek, but it's still a good, entertaining.
I was gonna
We
say.
need them to fight.
I was gonna say, like, that's not a fair fight. Like, I mean, like, it's not a fair fight. It's like bringing, like, an amateur fighter to an MMA fight with like Conor McGregor and Mike Tyson in the same ring. Like, that's not fair, right?
Yeah, you've
like,
got
you
60
can't.
years
It's like a-
of
like-
history with Star Trek.
Right, and like, just
Oh, so it's like a Jake Paul, Mike Tyson situation.
no, even worse. It's like we're talking about Leonard Nimoy here, guys. Come on.
Leonard
Hello.
Nimoy. Holy.
Live long and prosper.
Right? Like, I mean, I'm sorry. Like, Liam
Are you-
Liam
Okay,
Neeson
well-
is not gonna be able to win. I'm just saying.
No. Agreed.
Well, you guys aren't gonna see Mo as often as I will, so let's just stop there.
Mo, we
because
love you.
I'll end up being the channel that he will, kind of transfer his energy to, his quote unquote force.
Oh,
course.
know.
Man, John, you're on top of
course.
these, eh? You're giving me a run for
See, I
my
told
money.
you, man.
I like this.
I'm telling you. You.
Oh man.
You think I just don't encourage that kind of behavior. This is just the kind of
All right,
environment
fair,
that we
fair.
live in.
We'll focus.
In any case, we I feel like we glanced over Somersby so fast that they're never gonna sponsor us.
no.
Oh wait, let's talk about Somersby some more.
This is
I
brought to you by
like
our
that
sponsor.
there's
Hand
so
design is
many
kinda nice.
flavors. Not all at once, guys. Not all at once.
I know, not all at once. Not all at once.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so Somersby, they're great. Anyway, Star Trek.
Oh my god.
All right. Can I start this off by asking Dave a question?
Absolutely.
Do you consider yourself a Trekkie or a Trekker?
Oh, that's a good one. So, this is a long-standing battle in
Yep.
the fandom of Star Trek, where you have Trekkies and Trekkers, and now the thing is there are no such thing as Trekkers.
Ooh.
Controversial already.
It-
You don't exist,
Yo, okay,
bro.
like,
You
this
don't
is
exist.
like 20 minutes into this episode. Like, can we not get canceled so
don't
fast?
It's gonna get real. It's so
All right. Let's go.
Trekkies
Go-
were the term.
Go off, King. Go off.
Trekkies was the term that was officially adopted by Paramount and Desilu Studios back in the day in the early 1960s when they were producing it, and they did their first con, which was after Star Trek got canceled in 1967. Sorry, 1969. Isn't that crazy? 1969.
Don't age yourself. I can edit it out if you
Yeah,
want.
please.
Yeah, we don't. Nobody knows how old we are.
Yeah.
I'm like 21 on this podcast.
Yeah, Addie's like 22, season 3. Bro.
Yeah.
Like,
I've been 29 6 times, so like we'll go from there. But no, like so yeah, Trekkies, Trekkers is more given to like the casual sort of like in passing fan.
Okay.
Both are, like for me, like I'm a very inclusive Star Trek fan.
Yeah,
I welcome
sure.
anybody who will listen to me talk about it. So if you want to call yourself a
Okay,
Trekker,
okay.
but the real like way to know
Like
if
the
you're
official.
this is how, like, so whenever I was like when I was in the dating scene and I was looking to meet a fellow Trekkie, this
Yeah.
is how
Oh,
I would
okay.
this is how I would know how to immediately rule them out. Well, firstly, if it was they didn't like Star Trek at all, like they were like, "Oh, I hate it," I'd be like, "Okay, bye."
Ooh.
But then,
wow, red flag.
well, three of them. But then, actually, what red alert is what they would say. But
Oh, okay.
ooh.
Okay.
But
There's a lot. There's layers to this. I love it.
Joy.
if they would be like, "Oh yeah, I like Star Trek," I'd be like, "Next," because they'd say Star
God.
Trek. I'm like, "There's no track.
Star Trek.
It's you're on a trek through the stars."
Yeah.
And then the other one would be, "Oh, I'm a Trekker." I'd be like, "Okay, bye."
Oh.
So there's that. But yeah, I'm definitely a Trekkie.
I like how
Okay,
Dave
alright.
was like, I'm not really gatekeepy about these things.
But
Don't-
but
don't even go there with me, man. There's like I get
I like how you're very much like yeah. I'm very open. Very,
However.
like, everybody's welcome to this
Except-
universe.
the oil rises to the
Except
surface
for-
real quick.
Yeah, except for these specific things. I mean, to each their own. Live your
Fair.
best.
Right.
Yeah, Addy, are you a Trekkie or like what's your thought on this?
So for a long time growing up, I did identify as a Trekkie,
Yeah.
but as time went on, because I feel like
Here we go.
Are you guys
Trekkies-
gonna fight?
No.
So Trekkies kind of got this like, I want to say negative connotation. I don't know if you guys remember
They
this. but-
they do.
Right? Like growing up in the 90s, you got made fun of. Like, oh, you
Yeah.
like
Yes.
wearing fake ears and you like going to conventions and like
Yeah.
nerds were seen as the weird people. So once you
Right.
say you're a Trekkie, they're like, ew. So then the term Trekker came around and it was like, you know what? We like Star Trek and we like the fandom in the sense of like we like the story, we like the stuff about it, but we're not the weird people that like to dress up and like
Yeah.
cosplay. So then what do they normally say? They normally say, oh, Trekkers are like the rational science fans.
Right.
So then
That's true.
a lot of people started changing and started calling themselves a Trekker. So I think at some point I stopped telling people I'm a Trekkie and I'm like, no, I'm a Trekker. I don't dress up. I don't go to conventions.
It's like you don't spend 5 years in high school stuffed into a locker because of it. Ooh. that's like-
Exactly. Just to avoid all of that like kind of like nerdy backlash.
I was
But-
in grade.
Really?
I was in grade 9, and I
Yeah.
was friends with like all the nerdy kids, like because that was me too. And so picture,
Yeah.
headgear,
Oh my god.
braces,
The braces, yep, me too.
and Star Trek. And part of our group was that kid that ran with his like arms like right behind his like.
Oh my
back,
god,
like,
yes,
straight
yes,
out.
Naruto run. Oh.
And then the one that does the Xena call and does cartwheels down the hallway, and then the rest of us
Yeah.
Trekkies just
Yo.
that was the group
100%.
I was a part of. So
Yeah, me too,
I
me
spent a lot
too.
of time in my locker, not around my locker, but
Oh, no,
Star
yes.
Trek was worth it for me.
Oh man.
It really was.
you stuck true to
It
the
was all
fandom.
worth it.
Oh, I stuck it out. And actually,
Wait.
through high school, it was like the best. Like my favorite series was all the way through high school. Season
Oh
1.
my God.
Season 1 to 7, but I went from 9 to OAC, and it was from
Mm-hmm.
the first 5 seasons.
Addie, you said
Yeah.
the Trekkers are like the logical science?
Like the rational fans that we're not about the dressing up, we're not about the cosplay, we're about the story, the science, like the
Oh.
philosophy of Star Trek. Like
A lot of philosophy.
like that's the side of it that people are more
Enjoy.
like open to accepting They would find you weird if you walk around doing live long and prosper, you know, if you wear pointy ears. They assume that would be a trekkie.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I've got
Yeah,
like my
so-
whole car decked out with like my like screen in my car has got like the L cars,
Oh
the
my gosh,
screens
yes.
from Star Trek, and my house, I got all my controls with it. Like it's
Oh
insane.
my god, that's crazy.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah. It's
Oh,
crazy.
man.
You're committed.
Oh,
I love
I
it.
mean, right. How else would you be otherwise?
right.
At
How
this point.
else would you be a Trekkie?
I know, right?
Right.
You gotta live it.
I've got 2 uniforms too.
That's
Really?
amazing.
Yeah, I do.
As much as I say I'm a trekker, I didn't go to a Star Trek specific convention, but a few years back I did go to Fan Expo and I got a picture with William Shatner.
Oh, nice.
So that was super cool. One of my
I-
favorites.
I met Captain Janeway at the Toronto Reference Library, Kate Mulgrew. She played Red in
What?
Orange is the New Black.
Oh my God.
And I remember
Was
walking.
she just at the library like?
No, no, no.
checking
She,
it out?
like, she wrote it. She,
No, no, no.
like,
He's been following her for like 3 days. You know.
no, she had a book signing because she wrote a book. It was an autobiography. And so I remember being like, okay, I'm not gonna be like one of those guys that's like, you get these fans that'll like put their hands up and ask like these like questions about like it's real. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
oh
yeah.
God, and so when I got up to her to get the autograph on the book, because I bought the book, I kind of just looked at her for a minute and I'm just like, and she's like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Oh my God, Captain Janeway just asked me if I'm okay." And I remember having like the biggest fanboy moment of my life, and I almost fainted. She's like dismissed, like because that's what she would say, like, and then her line
My
was
heart.
dismissed, and she's like, "That's Starfleet for get out," and I'm like, "Oh, she just told me to get out. I love it. Like I'll never forget that day ever. It was amazing." But
Oh my God,
that's
that's
when
amazing.
that's when I decided
The
I
word
would
is
not be.
starstruck, I think.
I
Yeah,
was.
yeah.
Oh my God, this guy's on fire. Starstruck. This is when I decided to not be one of those like into deep Trekkies, at least in public.
Fair.
With that's low key.
Yeah, low key.
At that point.
At that point, but
At that
before
point,
though.
It's like
Exactly,
that
exactly.
meme. You know that meme of
that
those
one.
3 guys standing on the balcony, looking. They're like looking down on people, and it just says whatever. That's like me with like this like dress up Trekkies, but then meanwhile I'm behind closed doors. Here we go.
Oh my God.
You know, I understand the sentiment because
Yeah.
I'm the same when it comes to like anime and manga stuff, right? Like,
Fair.
But I feel like
I'm
anime
very
and manga
invested.
is like so cool though.
Well, it is
okay, see that's the
now.
thing. I feel like you are like doing a grass is greener situation.
True.
where it's like oh, I'm not really into that.
Right.
You know, I mean, to be fair, I also think manga and anime is really cool. I don't no offense, but I don't think any of these stars
Ooh.
whatever
Tread carefully.
whatever suffixes after star suffix whatever, I don't think they're as cool as animes and mangas, but that's why I never invested myself into them.
I feel like with a couple of key episodes, John, I would get you into Star Trek. I swear to God.
Ooh.
I feel like this is your elevator pitch, and looking at Stan right now, he doesn't look impressed. So
I think Stan's drunk.
we are
Already?
I mean,
I'm almost done. Honestly, I'm almost done. Like,
Oh my God.
it's really yummy.
He's got the
it is
flush.
pretty good.
Yeah, it's really yummy.
But yeah, like to not to get too derailed about all the cultures and stuff. I think it's funny that you guys have a differentiation between, because every fandom has has the extreme people,
For
right?
sure.
Where you're like, okay, cool, like let's share information. Like you can show up into those, what do you call those? Like those bars with quizzes.
Trivia
Right.
night?
Like trivia
Trivia
night,
night,
bars
exactly,
with
yeah.
quizzes. Is that what you
I forget-
said?
Yeah.
Listen, I
scratched
forget
my
the
head.
name, okay? I forget the name, but you guys picked it up, okay? So I feel like you could show up to that, and like also like the geeky nerdy culture nowadays too.
It's cool to be a
Isn't-
geek.
Look, exactly, right? It's cool to be a nerd now, right? Right, like you play video games, like how many hours?
true.
What rank are you?
How many
et cetera,
hours?
et cetera. It's true, right? Whereas, like as Dave was just saying, right? Like we get bullied when we were younger. You're like, oh, you're
true.
such a loser. Like you like your imagination, etc., etc.
Yeah.
Like they would just tell you, just grow up.
Oh my
Right?
God, yeah. People say that all the time.
Exactly.
They're like,
Right.
it's fake.
And yeah, right, exactly.
Well, that's what I still
and
do.
I don't know, like
Yeah.
it's true. I mean, we're like, I don't want to say kids at heart or like children at heart. I don't want to say that,
Right.
Because on the other side, there's like, oh, you're an old soul,
Oh my God.
Well, yeah.
and you're like, make up your mind, like, what am I?
Yeah,
Well,
that's true.
sometimes too, I find myself in this like weird spot where I will be talking to somebody. I'll be like, I don't really know what I want to do when I grow up, and then my friend would say to me, how much more growing up do you have left? In 8 years, you'll be 50. And
Oh my
Yo.
God.
it hits me like a ton of bricks because I'm like, oh my God, in 8 years, I'm going to be 50. I'm like, when the hell am I going to grow up? You know, like, and then I think about Star Trek and I'm like, well, you know,
Well,
I've got
I
Star
guess in
Trek.
8 years' time.
I've got Star Trek. I'll always be okay.
But okay, I don't want to. I mean, it's such a classic me. But like, I don't want to make it philosophical. But like, in that sense, you know, like, why are we not allowed to enjoy what we enjoy? You know, why do we have to be scorned about or feel insecure about our interests? Like, why do we have the need to be low key? Like, just as I am with animes and mangas, why did you feel like you needed to be low key about your Star Trek fandom?
I
The
feel like
bullying.
were you low key about your Star Trek fandom though?
He said.
No.
He just said.
No, no,
He just
I
said.
used to be, but now, like, if you see my Instagram, like, every other thing is either Star Trek or, like, the dog.
The man literally said his house is decked out in Star Trek like
Well,
buttons.
you've been there,
and-
Stan. You've seen
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
Like,
but like not in public. Like, does he say live long and prosper in public?
no,
I don't
but
think
I
so.
do have
Exactly.
I do have a comm badge, like one of the like the
Oh my
little
gosh, yeah.
communicator thing, and I wear it on my jacket. Like I have a
That's
I have a whole
cute.
thing. I love it, but like
Oh,
I mean,
man.
I feel as though like now that's the thing, right? Like it's not even about being low key about it because now I feel like there's such a niche for every sort of
Interest
fandom
and hobbies.
everywhere like
Yeah.
that, like I think that
Yeah.
now they all exist in this like sort of like homogenized sphere of understanding that it's like I'm gonna just do this and you're gonna do that and
Right,
like
right.
and now I'm definitely like the first thing I say to most people is like Star Trek's my religion, like I just because I want to put out feelers,
fair.
right? I want people to know because it's so inextricably linked to my personality now and to like my interests that if I meet somebody who absolutely disdains it, like I don't think I'm gonna get
Right.
along with them. You don't have to like it, but if you people, oh,
That's
I
true.
hate Star Trek. Why do you hate Star Trek? Like, what did Star Trek do to you, honey? Like, like it's like,
True.
like,
True.
yeah.
I feel like those
I
people
mean-
are just jealous of the fandom that Star Trek has
Agreed.
gathered, right?
Agreed.
Like Star Trek's got some loyal fans. I'm just
Like,
saying.
look, so they recent like what has already been, I can't even believe it's been 2 years, but Star Trek: The Next Generation went off the air in 1994, and then they had four movies going from 94 to 2002 with about 3 years in between each, or 2 years or whatever. And then that was it for that cast. And so I started in 1987 watching them. So I grew up with these people, and then I probably watched The Next Generation about 2,000 times on reruns. Actually, me and my dad are about to start a rewatch of the entire series, like the from
like from the
all the different.
original?
Well, we skip the original. We start with the original movies, and then
Right, right.
and my dad's like, "We better start this soon because it'll take us about 3 years to do it all." And he's
Oh
like,
my god.
"Well, yeah, because at the pace he watches, right? Because I could probably get it done in about a year, but him, and
That's
and
still
my
too long.
and my dad is like, I think this will be the last time because he's like, the clock is ticking for me. I'm like, oh my God, Dad.
Oh no.
Oh my
So
God.
no, but I mean, like honestly, like this guy's pushing in his like mid 70s now, so I'm like, yeah, maybe we should do this one last time, Dad. But yeah, that's something I love about it too, is that when I see it through the eyes of my youth.
Okay.
There's such a connection to that part of my life through this show. And so I was saying about 2 years ago, after 35 years, the cast of The Next Generation came back for one season of a new, they call it New Trek.
Right.
Like, and it was unbelievable from first episode to the 10th episode. I was and I hate standing up, but I stood up watching the show. Okay. And
Oh
like
man.
the ninth episode of that season, you had every single character back, and they brought the ship back too, which was destroyed in the first movie. But I'll save you the details on how they did that. But I literally flew out of I was on Discord in a server, okay, with a bunch of other, 80s kids watching
Trekkies.
Star Trek: The Next
Trekkies.
Generation, and I'm
Yeah.
literally bawling my eyes out. I'm just like, I couldn't believe, because with all of the, personal things going on in my life at the time and struggles and whatnot and what have you, staring at this screen, looking at these people aged significantly
Right.
on the screen together again in a new episode, not something I can memorize better than I could, like, ever remember anything important.
Right.
I was looking at it and I just couldn't help but feel so overwhelmed with like love. You know, these people are more like, and when you love this, like the thing I noticed about Trekkies is this show. I mean, you can't f with these people. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
they love
Truly.
the characters, like they're real
They're
people.
very intense.
And, and
Yes.
and I'm looking, and it's the same with me. Like for example, like Patrick Stewart, he plays Professor X in the X-Men movies too.
Hmm.
Like the guy, you know,
Correct. Yes.
and he's one of the main character in the Next Generation. And like this guy is like a second dad to me. Like, do you know how many times I'll be watching it and
Aw.
like, you know, like in Star Trek is really friggin' terrible with the like these little tunes and jingles in the background that immediately start pulling at your like tear strings, and
Yeah.
I'm just like I'm watching it
Yeah,
even
yeah.
still after like a million times. I'm like, you know, like I can't like I just can't get over it. Like I'll just like whimper a little bit. I'm like, oh, my dog looks at me. She's like, coward, or like, you know, like. But like, I was gonna say something else, but you know, like.
So I got a question for you. So like I know that based on what you've told me and based on what I've heard, like Star Trek has a lot of kind of like almost like message or like
Yeah.
lessons that you can learn. And I think
Oh
this
yeah.
is what a lot of people kind of like gravitate towards.
Yeah.
And then so this is I think why people are like, yeah, this is like such a great show, because like through the adventure and through the stuff, like you kind of like get these like slid in like, oh hey, like here's a message or here's like a lesson. You're like, oh, like that was unexpected, but it hits really hard.
Yeah.
It hits so hard.
So I was wondering, because I didn't grow up with it, and
Yeah.
it sounds like a lot of it is like, the nostalgia factor kind of like hitting it doubly hard. Like, do you
Yeah.
think that as a new fan trying to like get into the fandom, is it more difficult to kind of like, kind of dive into that level of like, oh, okay, here's like this vast world, and is it like, oh, should I start at a particular place, or is it more of like a anywhere you start, anywhere you go, you'll eventually end up at the place of a trekkie or a trekker?
That's a really good question, and it's actually the most important question to ask about this entire thing, because when you think about it, for me, realistically, a new like somebody like young and who's into like TV that's made today, you will never
Yeah.
be able to get through Star Trek from the 90s, because
Yeah. Yeah.
TV was different back then,
Yep.
and there was no serialized storytelling in the Next Generation and Voyager, but in Deep Space Nine, it was, oh my God, Deep Space Nine was good. I'd say that it would be probably less worth it for you to do an entire rewatch of Next Generation, Deep Space Nine, and Voyager, because each of those three shows were 7 seasons long, and each season contained 26 1-hour long episodes.
Okay, I get the 3-year rewatch.
Right, and then
Yeah.
Enterprise was a prequel show which took place even before the original series. Actually took place 120 years from now in 2150, or 2130 or whatever it is. And no, I know the real date. I just want to look cool. But like April 5th, 2154.
Just trying to flex.
But
All right, cool.
right. So that show was only 4 seasons because it got canceled at the 4th season, which was a terrible mistake because it was such a good friggin' show. But I would say to somebody wanting to get into it now to start with Discovery, because Discovery started season 1 in 2017, and it was very high budget and like high action and a lot of woke and gays and people of color, which
Did you
is
say gays?
gays.
Yeah.
Inclusivity.
Lot of-
Inclusivity
And
stuff.
very and
I
it's,
like, I was like, lots of action, lots of gays.
well, I mean, listen, the first actual legitimate gay couple in Star Trek, whereas before, so Gene Roddenberry, the creator of this show, he was a humanist, that as they say, like he was all about, to him, it was no such thing as a division of our race of humanity, right? We were all the same, which I think is true, despite all of the division and everything culturally and all that stands between us. There's so much more to unify our species than we'd like to actually acknowledge, and that's what I love about Star Trek is humanity reaches a point where it grows out of its infancy. It's no longer obsessed with celebrity, cash, money, acquisition of wealth. It's a variety of different things, but anyway, Discovery is high action, lot of good, moving quickly, right? Like, so you're not gonna,
Choreography, yeah.
and in the Next Generation, for example, a lot of it was a lot of allegory, and sort of they would tell a story about I don't know, the war, the Cold War, and they would use different kinds of alien cultures to represent the Russians and the Chinese, the
Yep.
the Germans, whoever, at the United, because remember this is American, so at the time projecting outward as the Federation, which was, good, was the Americans, and then there were different races to represent the Chinese, the
Right.
Russians, the Japanese, the Germans. But now the storytelling is a lot more personal. So I'd say start watching it from the new stuff, and then it will hopefully spark a curiosity for you to go back and watch the older stuff. But like even me, sometimes I watch some of the episodes, like season 1 of The Next Generation. I'm like, ooh, this is painful. Like it's bad, but it really starts to get good in season 3 when the one of the characters grew his beard in, and they said and then it became a TV thing where it says
Yeah.
a show grew the beard, meaning as in to say it got good, they found their
Ah.
footing and all that. And yeah, it's slow. It's a lot of conversation, a lot of Addie, I think you mentioned it earlier, philosophy and
Yep.
like that kind of stuff. But for me, like I love that. I love it. The pace is a bit slower, but like there's so much meat. My
Okay.
grandfather used to say, when you eat a piece of steak and it's got like the fat on it, he called it the grass. Eat the grass.
The
And
grass.
that's what I love to eat from this show is the allegory, the stories, the like it leaves you thinking for a minute, oh shit, that's insane, like and I'll tell you the crying, oh God, so much crying. But like it's just it's like there was an episode of The Next Generation that aired around the time of my self-awareness of my you know own sort of sexual identity,
Okay.
whatever, like sexuality. And it was an allegory for homosexuals, right? Like, and it was a race of androgynous people where they were neither male nor female, and if they identified as one or the other sex, it would be like they would have to go to conversion therapy and like put
Yeah.
away. And this one girl, so she identified as a girl, and she kind of had a thing for the first officer, and there was this whole like trial, and she stood up and she gave the speech, and she started saying like, we laugh the same way you do, we pay our bills, go home, we love our family, blah 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 blah. I was bawling my eyes out, and I remember watching it with my dad,
Oh
and
wow.
my dad and my mom are fairly progressive, and
Okay.
they kind of already knew. And I remember I could still see my dad looking at me in the corner of my eye, and I could see him fucking bawling his eyes out.
Oh.
Wow.
And years later, me and him smoked a joint in the garage, and I told him, and he said, I knew from that episode of Star Trek. And I'm like, oh my God. And so that's when I knew, A, that I was absolutely in love with this show, and B, that eventually it would be okay to be me. And so that's why it runs so
Damn.
deep, you know?
Yeah.
And end scenes,
That's.
like, right? Like, fuck. Fuck.
Wow. Okay. See.
Yeah.
See that itself. I mean, I'm kind of sad that we're at the end here, and I know you have a lot more to say.
Oof.
It's a bottomless space.
Pandora's box.
And I have a lot of questions, but I think that last statement that you made kind of wrapped everything up for me, at least like in all seriousness, in like a very nice bow of like why it runs so deep for you, and why
Yeah.
why this means so much for you. And there's not a lot of mediums like that, I don't think, right?
It's very rare.
Exactly.
It is.
That hits that close to home, like literally hits home, right?
It is home.
Yeah, exactly. That hits home like that. And then so on to add it on to the fact that like, wait, I liked it since I was a kid, and I liked it, like I lived for, like I was bullied for this shit, like, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
and like
I wouldn't be me. I would not be able
Exactly.
to be the
Exactly.
same person without it. Like
Exactly.
I don't know how I could. Everything I do relates back to it somehow.
Wow.
Even today, the online fandom of it, like the everything. It my entire life is Star Trek. Like it's crazy.
right, and
But
I don't think I can safely say that I have something like that, like a piece of media, of pop culture that, I mean, my self-help books, I guess. Like that would be
The
the
eight
closest
you have
thing.
on the shelf.
I like
Yeah.
self books.
Self-help books, yeah, like that would be the closest thing. But like for you to just be like, hey, yeah, by the way, this show was my self-help book, everybody would be like, what the fuck is wrong with you, you know?
It's true.
But that's the thing, like how deep this goes is so much more from what it sounds like. And take it from me, I've never watched any of the show's episodes. It sounds like they were way ahead of their time
Oh yes,
when they
yes,
were writing
absolutely.
episodes, right?
Like even in the 60s, like the original series, you had the first black woman and white man kiss on TV, and it was like insane, like the backlash. But then he
Yep.
pushes it to advance the species, right? That's his goal. That was his goal.
That shit is fucking admirable, and I get it. We'll meet in real life in person, and maybe
Oh, man.
we'll talk about this some more.
I'm down.
I can't make any promises though. That's just me. That's just, that's
Busy schedule. I'll have my people contact yours.
Addie and Stanley, do you guys have any final comments about Star Trek before we get into the last piece of program?
I think Star Trek is something that has a little bit of something for everyone, honestly.
Yep.
Truly. I think looking back at the cast, you have a bit of every color. Truly, there's Asian, black, white, everyone, gays, lesbians, they talk about all of that. So there's like a little bit of everything for everyone. So that's what I loved about Star Trek. I really hope Stan is convinced.
He better be.
I'm slowly. I mean, like I'm slowly starting to get into like the literature and like the cinematography and things like that. So yeah, like starting to explore the Star Trek universe.
Nice.
I don't know if I'm gonna be progressing into a trekker into a trekkie or not, but we'll see. But I feel like this is probably gonna be part of my future endeavor.
Do you have a piece of media,
Excellent.
Stan, that resonates like that with you, like how it does for Dave?
I mean,
I don't know. I'm just asking.
I mean, like, no, you know what? Like, if there is, like, it's probably just gonna be like Pokemon.
Wow.
I know, like,
okay.
I know, I'm a Pokemon adult. I get it.
Okay, no.
It's okay. There's nothing
Well,
wrong
I
with
know.
that.
I know we literally spent like a whole hour talking about this, but like that's what I like. I think that's kind of like the thing that like I probably am like, it's maybe not like as serious as like this is my, but like this is kind of like where I find comfort, right? Because that's what
Doesn't it make you want to be the very best?
yeah.
Yeah.
Catch
You
'em all,
want to
yeah.
be the very best.
We got it, Dave. Yeah. We got it, Dave. Again, no encouraging.
Copyright.
No, we don't encourage that kind of behavior, but we all
Yes,
picked
sir.
it up. We all picked it up.
I'm anything but subtle.
we all picked it up. Okay, yeah, that's fair. I mean, I get it. Pokemon might not be like the most sentimental and philosophical thing. Maybe on surface level, but who knows, right? But there's obviously a lot more to say. Unfortunately, we are very much at the tail end of it all. And
Did you guys finish your Somersby's?
I've been done as well, yes.
Really?
Yes, I finished my Somersby. I heard Dave really liked his Somersby.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
great.
it was great.
Any more of it, I would have had to end up flying down the stairs.
4.5%, by the way. So
Not bad. Yeah.
It's not
Yeah,
bad.
it's actually not bad.
Just for reference, Dave, we drink 10% beers.
Jeez.
So double the alcohol
And now it's like
percentage.
10 a.m.
Yeah. Well,
Oh
no,
god,
at
it's true.
11,
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
11 a.m.
It's
11.
true.
In any case, Stan, you want to shout out Somersby?
Sure, yeah, Somersby, if you're listening, and you'd like to change our title to
Yo.
Cider Talks TO, you know what? Yeah, I'm down to sell out. Like I'm cool.
It's gonna cost a lot, by the way.
I'm cool.
It's gonna cost a lot.
Yeah, we'll rebrand for you. But if you are listening and would love to sponsor us, you can find us at Addy.
Instagram and TikTok at Beer Talks TO. That's BEERTALKSTO. Beer Talks TO.
Beer Talks TO, Somersby, hit us up. Okay, Dave. So at the end
wait,
of
hold
the...
on.
Oh,
Personal plug. If you want to sponsor my wedding, I would love that too. Just saying.
Nice.
wow. Cider's just... Okay. See, now they're really not gonna do it. Anyway, Dave, for just for context's sake, at the end of the program, we have a recommendation section, which again, you could just, like, mostly it's for us, like us four right here in this room. Like, we kind of exchange, hey, I tried this out, you should check this out. But if whoever's listening, who you think might be interested, it doesn't have to be with Star Trek, but if you want it to be Star Trek, then it could be Star Trek. Anyway, we just have our recos. I could start with the recos for today. It's crazy, but I always only ever use one lip balm.
Wait, what? Actually?
Yeah.
Like you will only always go back
I
to
will
that one.
only ever buy the Blistex, the blue container, the one that you have to apply with
Oh.
your ring finger or with your pinky.
Why?
Oh,
Because one, it's
Addy goes,
why?
one, it's because it's the only thing that actually works, and it's also medicinal, so it disinfects the area.
"Why
It's-
are you sick?" Or
No. I mean, you could be, right? But
Okay.
also,
Them germs.
the problem is to the first time you use it, if you've never used it, it has like a stinging effect on your lips.
I think you're just chapped.
Like, well, that exactly, which doesn't happen in other lip balms. Anyway, Blistex, brother, they used to be like $2, and now they're like
Yeah.
$7 each. So,
It's true.
Inflation. Anyway, who wants to go next?
I have one.
Okay, how do you go?
My friends put me on this. I did not use it a lot before, but now I do. Use of Facebook Marketplace. If you're looking for something
I
like,
love it.
right? Like if you're looking for like an electronic, if you're looking for an appliance, like you want a new coffee machine, this shit now is so freaking expensive. Take a look at Marketplace. I don't know why people do this, but there must be a lot of rich people around. Like sometimes people sell new things or things that they just used once, and it's for maybe a fraction, not like sometimes even less than half the price. And you can get like a really decent like coffee machine. Like a friend of ours just recently bought like a machine that's normally like $800, a coffee machine. This rich guy's just like, I wanted a bigger machine. And they just got rid of it for like less than $200. And they just, so like less than half the price. And I'm like, why didn't I do this before? So now I'm starting to look at things on Marketplace before I like buy it brand new. So yeah, that's my reco.
Fair
It
enough.
becomes something that you scroll through.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And sometimes you just find some good stuff. That's my reco.
Dave?
Okay, so anybody that's got any dental problems or have had to get their teeth replaced, or like me, I had to get my two front bottom teeth replaced.
Damn.
I would definitely recommend checking out Oxford College at Yonge and Davenport.
not sponsored by
Not
the way.
sponsored, by the way.
Not sponsored. It's not sponsored, but honestly, man, I was missing my two front teeth,
Damn.
and in the bottom, and so I went to Oxford College, and they're a denturist school. Well, they do a lot of stuff, but they do dentures and all that.
Yeah.
And for $300, I got three teeth, the back molar and the two front bottom teeth, and as you can tell, they look
Wait.
Oh my God, they look
versus
real.
how much it would have been if you
$6,000.
No way.
And I paid $350 for it. And I mean, like, just to show you the impact. 1 second.
Don't do it.
while he's doing that, I remember him telling me about it. He's like,
Oh,
Here's
damn.
what it looks like before.
Oh, wow.
Look at that. Like, goddamn, like, hey, how, like, so I
Wow.
definitely would recommend them. They're professional. It was fast. It took 2 weeks.
Damn.
And they walk you through it each of the way. It's a very cheap deposit structure, affordable to anybody, good staff. That's my recommendation.
Oxford's
Nice.
college, dang, okay.
Yeah.
I
Stan,
like that.
you were gonna add something?
no, I was gonna say like he told me about like he got quoted for like $6,000 for a tease. I'm like, holy crap! Like who has $6,000
I
to
know.
spend? Because like that's not covered
Nobody.
by insurance.
It's
you know?
right,
Yeah,
correct.
yeah, it's
Exactly.
not.
yeah.
My dad got his whole mouth all new, $70,000, $68,000. I was like, Dad,
Oh, Jesus.
I'm like, you're 74 years old. Like, what's going on?
That's
Like,
expensive. That's
like, I
expensive,
still want to
like-
eat steak before I go.
It's $1,000 per year that he's been alive.
Yeah.
Anyway, Stan,
Wow.
That's true.
your go.
Fuck.
Yeah, my recommendation this week is so on YouTube I've been watching this a lot. So it's all these like recap channels because like honestly, like anybody will tell you I'm not a movie person. I
Movie
haven't watched-
recaps, right?
but not just movie recaps. There's like
okay.
all of the recaps, and then
Series.
there's like series recaps now, and then
Yeah,
there's like
yeah.
dedicated recaps for like anime. So like the last couple of days I've been on like a binge of anime recaps. So I basically what it is like just this AI voice or this person reading a script will tell you kind of like the synopsis of like a series or a movie or whatever, main characters, what happened, and things like that. And then so I just feel like that's like a really good use of my time, because then I'm like, okay, I can like talk about it with people that I know, right? But then like, especially for things like scary movies, which I hate watching, I don't have to go through the jump scare, but then I'm like, okay, that's the plot, right? And then like I get what happens at the end. So I don't know, for people who's in similar positions, maybe they're like, you know, they don't have the time or the commitment into watching an entire movie or a series, which could be like 70 hours long.
Or 3 years if you're doing Star Trek.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Like, you know, series recap.
There we go.
It's that same AI voice. Picture this.
Exactly. Yeah.
No, it's, hi, this is blah, blah, blah recap.
Yeah.
Today
yeah.
we're talking
Wow.
about...
Don't forget
Thank
to
you.
like and subscribe.
Thank you
know
for coming
exactly.
to my channel.
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
I do, because I watch some of them too.
Yeah. So
Wow.
that's how
Okay.
I go.
Okay. So we have a marketplace, we have Oxford College, and then we have movie recaps.
And chapsticks.
And chapsticks.
Excuse
And
you guys, it's
chapsticks.
Blistex.
Okay,
bad.
specifically.
Blistex. Because chapsticks is like the whole tissue brand situation with napkins and like, you know what I mean when you associate a brand. Anyway, that's I know we could have kept going.
Yeah.
I should have talked about the Lacey Peterson case, Darren.
Oh my god.
I don't know what that is. I don't think we'll get into that.
We can't right now. There's no time.
You do not want to fall down that rabbit
All
hole.
right, well, that's another rabbit hole, but we'll get to that next time. Thanks, Dave, for coming in. I hope you had a good
Thanks
time.
for having me, guys. I did.
I hope you had a good time.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
I know that sometimes I got a little, for the lack of a better word, sassy,
No, you didn't, man.
but that's just me, you know? This is
No, dude. Not even. You're coasting on my level there, my friend.
Perfect.
It's all good.
All right, thanks, brother.
At least someone accepts you, John.
It's true.
Wholeheartedly.
Dave, you know what? Maybe we should start our own podcast.
Dude,
Wow.
you have no idea how
Open the
awkward
can
I
of
am.
worms. Good luck, John.
I'm tired. I'm tired of these abusive relationships that I'm in. Anyway, we'll catch you guys again next time. This has been Cider Talks, Beer Talks TO. We'll talk at you next time. Cheers, everybody. Bye.
Cheers.
Hailing frequencies closed.